G'day everyone, welcome to the show. It's the Sports Now Talk Show, and I'm here with some very special guests, Tarquin and Nathan, to discuss an issue that's been raised recently about whether or not Melbourne should put in a bid for the 2020 Olympic Games. Now Tarquin, you have a strong opinion on this issue. What do you believe?
Hi guys, it's nice to meet you today. I'm a strong believer that Melbourne should place a bid for the Games in 2020.
Thanks Tarquin. What about you Nathan? How do you see it?
Well, I think it's just a ridiculous idea.
Okay, so we've got some different opinions here. We'll start with you Nathan. Why do you think it's a bad idea?
I just believe we don't need it. We already have enough with football, soccer, rugby. What else? Why would we need it?
But we were deemed as the sporting capital of the world. How can we have too much and not want more of the sporting city? Saying we already have enough is like saying McDonald's already have enough customers, so why don't they just stop advertising on TV?
Okay, so some points coming from both sides here. Tarquin, why do you believe we should put in a bid?
Well, exactly what I just said. We are the sporting capital of the world. Why shouldn't we get to host the Games? We have all these first-class facilities that can be put to good use.
But they are already being used by the other sports, as I mentioned. So how can we use them for more? Let alone a big event like the Olympics. How are we going to run the Olympics while we have the AFL finals or soccer going on?
We have done it before. Why can't we do it again? We have the Commonwealth Games, didn't we?
But the Olympics is a lot bigger.
But we have also got even bigger since then. We have the addition of AAMI Park since then. We have plenty of places to hold all the events.
It's not only room for the events that we need, it would cause a lot of congestion within the city and surrounding suburbs. And the Olympics will attract a lot of tourism. Where is everyone going to go? Where is everyone going to stay? What about the village for the athletes? Where will they stay?
As I said before, we have done it before, we can do it again. And tourism will be good for us. Who cares if the city is a little crowded for a while? It will be better as a long-time run place. We have the privilege of holding Olympic Games and getting to see them in our own city, which is many people will never see.
Okay guys, we're going to take a break here. Then we'll be back to continue this interesting talk. You're listening to the Sports Now Talk Show. Welcome back to the Sports Now Talk Show. Tarquin and Nathan have been good enough to join us today, and if you've just tuned in, we're in the middle of a heated conversation on whether or not Melbourne should put in a bid for the 2020 Olympic Games. Let's get some more from you, Nathan, and reasons why you think it's a bad idea.
Well, to add what I've said about congestion in the city, what about money-wise? Surely it will cost a fair bit of money to run these Olympics. We've had the Commonwealth Games and we have enough sports. It would be better to save the money and spend it on something more useful. What about Athens in 2004? They put all this money towards all the fantastic stadiums. What are they now? Nothing. They're just sitting there eroding away.
But we aren't Athens. We don't need to build all these new stadiums we already have. We won't need to put millions and millions of dollars into it because we don't need much. Even if we build something new, it's not like we wouldn't use it. We have plenty of activities, we could use heaps of things for it. Building a new stadium, if we had the Olympics, would not hurt a thing.
Well, like what? What could cause the stadium? What could we use the stadium for?
Anything. We have 2 soccer teams, 2 rugby teams, 2 cricket teams, 9 AFL teams. The other could be used as a home ground for any of them teams.
I'm going to have to say I agree with Tarquin here. There will be plenty of use for a new stadium. But Nathan, why else do you think it's a bad idea?
Well, the final reason maybe a little far-fetched and unlikely to happen, but it's still a possibility.
Go on.
Terrorism. Like I said, it's unlikely, but no one can say it definitely won't happen. The Munich massacre was a terrorist attack in the 1972 Olympics in Germany. 11 people from the Israeli team were killed after being kidnapped. Who's to say something like this won't happen again? I bet there would most likely be a terrorist threat on almost every Olympics that are held.
Yeah, you're probably right there. It is unlikely. Other than the Munich massacre, what else has happened? Nothing really. Like you said, there's been threats, but none have gone through. If we said no to a thing because there was a risk involved, we wouldn't get out of bed in the morning. We wouldn't leave the house, would we?
Alright, we have some reasons from both Nathan and Tarquin. Now we want to hear from you. Give us a call on 13426 426 and tell us your opinion. Tarquin and Nathan will also be hanging around to answer any questions you may have. So call us now. The number again, 13426 426.